What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Modern Death and Taxes featuring Squawks and Taxes. With me, K-Ponce and TG. Just gonna post on Twitter real quickly. Ding ding ding. Alright. This should be up on your screen. We're gonna jump in. Oh, is there a prelim? Not right now, there's not. Let's just jump in a league. Some play points. See if we can't catch another trophy today. Big changes for today were, not a ton. I took out the gemstone caverns from the sideboard. It only happened once in 20 matches. It's not completely free to not have two sideboard slots when you're playing a gemstone caverns and a Yorion. So instead of gemstone caverns, I decided to trim a path and trim the gemstone caverns itself, and play two Aven Mind Sensor to be a little bit better against decks like Amulet and Tron. And we subbed out one Mishra's Factory for a fourth Field of Ruin, again to be a little bit better against big mana decks. What's up, Fanny Pack? Pyganti's probably on 4-color or blue-red. Okay. Well, just put Charming Prince into the deck. Only 2 copies in an 80-card deck, and we've already seen both of them. So that's cool. We'll see how this works out. Looks like 4-color. Untapped Sacred Foundry. They're going to bolt something on our turn, I guess. Interesting. Squad Hog get 2 Squad Hogs is fine. Since I assume they have Bolt here, I'd rather they bolt the Squad Hawk and not the Stoneforge. Yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that. So he's probably playing Kiki, Viv. Oh, Viv. 4-color Viv. I see. Any Furies in this deck? No. 2 Lightning Bolt, 2 Ren and 6. So I want them to play the Ren and 6, and then we can blow it out rather than. Ooh. Well, not drawing the land there, kind of a problem. But what are the chances they have another Bolt? Oh man, I have to discard to hand size here. I wish I pitched a Squad Hawk last turn. Yikes. 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 We drew too many cards. What's up, Offbeat? Prismatic ending. Yeah, that'll do. So probably should have pitched and played Force of Virtue last turn. Then we wouldn't have had a discard. I feel pretty dumb about it, honestly. But at least we can do this turn. Keep drawing more cards. Oh, nasty. That's not good because we don't have any removal for that. Without any removal for Omnasty, we pretty much just die. It's just pretty much how this goes. Probably was supposed to discard the Charming Prince instead there. Yeah, I think I was supposed to pitch Charmy P. This is very bad. I don't see us beating this card. But we do have a 5 power Flicker Wisp. So there's definitely a possibility. Yeah, they played a fetch land. That's terrible. Prismatic ending. Do they play Fury? No, they don't play Fury. They do play Solitude and Karmic Guide. I don't even know what Karmic Guide does. Yeah, that's gross. Known Murktide gamer. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're on 4-color Vivian now. What's up, Walrus? Yeah, I don't think we can win. Too much value from that Omnath. We're obviously going to try to kill the Omnath here. But I'm pretty sure we're going to game 2 very shortly. It's good that they didn't play their land before attacking there. They do play Fury. Yikes. Their list is different than what they posted. This might not be the Vivian version. This might just be 4-color. You can flick my wisp. Flicker wisp. Flicker wisp is fine. I guess we could scry 2 again. And land is fine too. But I think I'd rather have the flicker wisp. And then just scry 2 again later. Although the 5th land is pretty important at this point. I guess we're okay. 2 mana 4/4. Not mad at it. Not mad. Could have played this game definitely a lot tighter. And we would have had that other Charming Prince still in hand if so, which would have been huge here. Having 2 4/4 is way better than 1. Pretty huge punt. Not pitching Force of Virtue on turn 2. Or not pitching 2 Force of Virtue on turn 2. Yeah, this is just straight up 4-color control. They're gonna march the Charmy P. Imagine we had 2 Charmy Ps in play. Damn. What a world it would have been. Big punts. We can throw up the punt from really big punts. So Wisp doesn't really do anything at this point. I think we just scoop him up. Mind Sensor's fine, I guess. Torch Sender's good. Dahlia's kind of whatever. Excuse me. Giant Killer doesn't do anything. Dahlia's kind of bad. I mean, she's fine. I don't know which version they're on here. It could be the one with Traverse. Could be the one with, I don't know, Eldamri's Call. Hard to tell. I think we can trim 2 Thalia. And maybe 1 Skyclave. Skyclave is good against a Fairy and Wren. And Risen Reef, so actually never mind. Force of Virtue. What's up, Illustra? I mean, this is the first match that I'm playing since last you saw. So yeah, 85 so far with the deck. Sounds great. It's also a good draw. Oh, I could have ordered out a Lion Sash instead of one of the Thalias. That would have been better. I regret that. I mean, actually, Lion Sash is fine against Ren. So never mind. I think maybe Lion Sash is supposed to stay in. They could have the Solitude for the Cauldra. It's pretty likely that they do. But if not, we can pop this Ren. And I kind of want to bait them into furying us. But maybe that's not smart. Another Ren. I want to bait them into minusing Ren here. They know about Force of Virtue, so I don't think they will. But I'm trying to like just be a little cute here. What? What are you doing? I baited the shit out of you. Oh my god. I baited the shit out of you and you went for it. What the fuck? Oh, I love it. I love it. That was such clear bait, I thought. Wow. Love it. That's a blowout. Oh. Somebody clip that one, if you don't mind. What? They saw Force of Virtue in game one, too. It's not like it was an unknown card. What? Oh, we're out here gaming, folks. We are out here gaming. Um... Lion Sash could be second Thalia. I'm never gonna search for Lion Sash, so it's only gonna come up if I draw it. But best card confirmed. Best card in Modern. Who says Ren and 6 needs to get banned? I'm talking about ban Squadron Hawk. I can't believe they fell for that. I responded to your Ren and 6 putting a Squadron Hawk into play. What? Oh, that was good. Two Squad Hawks were already kind of on a mold of 6, so I'm gonna mulligan this. That's much better. We're gonna bottom Solitude, maybe? Solitude's good with the Squad Hawks. Could be a land. We're on the draw. Could be Extraction Specialist. But Extraction's pretty sick. In this matchup, we do need the value. Could be Skyclave, but if they have a Ren and 6, we really want to Skyclave it. I'm gonna go land and maybe lose, but I'm going with land here. I want all my cards. White 4 is pretty strong. Pretty strong. Can't believe they did that. I still am just like, I'm shocked. Better violent this one toughness creature real quick. Oh. I don't own Solitudes in paper. Or Skyclaves actually, or Yorian, or Extraction Specialist. So no, I don't own this pile in paper. I do play Death and Taxes in paper, but I have not played much Modern in the past 2 years. So, or at least before like 2 weeks ago when I started playing on Moto again. Alright, so we might get punished for putting that land at the bottom. This is a pierce? That'd be dirty. If they pierce this, it's pretty much game over. Whew. Whew. Also, if they just like prismatic, whatever, ending this, we just lose. Alright, so that's why we kept the Skyclave. Land would be nice. It's not a land. That's sad. That's sadness. Sadness on the stack. I do have a pile very similar to this. Oh no. Friends, it's over. It's over. Well, we tried. It was a mistake to bottom the land. I figured we're playing against 4 color, so we're sort of underdogs on the draw anyway. We're probably just underdogs on the draw anyway, so I wanted to go with the higher risk, higher reward mulligan decision, but obviously got by that. Feels bad, man. We did draw the land now, though, so we do get to put Stoneforge into play with Giver backup. So this isn't the worst thing ever, I suppose. Cat Jesus can't play in the Squadron Hawk deck. I don't know if you read Squadron Hawk before, but this thing says search your library. You can obviously play Cat Jesus with Stoneforge, but I wouldn't play more than 4 cards that search your library with Cat Jesus. Just not my style. Yeah, Lister, I've been playing that. I've been playing that deck a bit. It's not bad. Honestly, Eldrazi and Taxes still plays Magic. Tidehollow Sculler and Thought-Knot Seer can beat anybody because it's 8 Thoughtseize creatures. And then Eldrazi Displacer, a lot of people talk shit about Eldrazi Displacer. That card fucks. That card will win games. You blink a Solitude with that bad boy, you are not losing that game. Yikes. Actually, I don't know who we're attacking here. I guess it's probably Teferi so he can force a Virtue. That doesn't really make any sense. Um, yeah, displacers so good. Obviously, like they can bolt it and it dies, but the card, if you get to untap with a displacer, you are probably ahead in that game. Um, I don't actually know who we're supposed to attack here. I'm gonna go at Teferi. We really needed to draw land there. Oh, they found a fetch. They freaking found a fetch. Alright, well, they've only got 9 mana and 7 cards in hand. Our board is arguably better. Cadra's a good card. Oh no. Illidomry. They got Solitude, so they're gonna Solitude Giver, I guess. Oh, they have Ephemerate. I guess I should have responded to the Solitude by giving this pro white. I think that was a misplay. Oh, that resolved. No Ephemerate then. Okay. I guess we should have solituded the Omnath last turn. That would have been better, huh? Instead of letting them get all this value here. What was I doing? I think I was just upset that we didn't draw the land for Skyclave, but I'm gonna take this hit just so we can see what we get next turn, and also maybe just cast Squadron Hawk. -7, you get an emblem with bullshit does bullshit. Alright, let's attack first. File got bounced by Big T Daddy. I'm just gonna take 7, okay. Squad up, get all 3. If they're holding the Ephemerate, we just get fucked here, but we get so fucked here. No Ephemerate, alright, that's good. Yo, thanks, Spider. What's up? But a foil Teferi in the pre-release for 25 bucks. God damn! You done good. You done good. Alright, so they put Yorin in their hand, and they're gonna pass the turn with 8 cards in hand? What? They're not gonna do anything with Renin 6? Are we gonna win this game? I think we have a shot, actually. We actually have a shot at winning this game. Oh shit, friends. That counts as a blowout. That counts as a blow. We're taking little wins over here, okay? Don't you dare try to discount that. Um, them ran, I guess. Yeah, come on, opponent. Why wouldn't you concede there? That's just wild that you wouldn't concede. I was kind of hoping they would trade with Stoneforge there so we could extraction specialist it. Now maybe we want to tech edge them? Or just cast Squad Hog Path. We maybe want to tech edge them. Yeah, I'm gonna tech edge. What's up, Elian? How you doing? Yeah, let's search. Oh, damn, we don't have any. Free shuffles. Free shuffles. Seiju on the Force of Virtue. Oh, no. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. They could have done that in combat and eaten our Stoneforge, huh? Fury would be pretty bad for us here. They have 7 cards in hand. What the hell is in their hand? Yeah, we're playing field also, but I like Tech Edge in that they don't get a new land out of the deal. Oh yeah, they can blink. Right. That's why they waited with that. So now they can get the germ token. Now we're in a pretty bad spot. I forgot they had a Yorion. We also have Yorion that we could grab. So they're drawing a card and killing a thing. It's probably going to be the germ, yeah. It's pretty bad. Since Skyclave is booty against both those cards. Alright. That sucks. Extraction Specialist, you suck against Solitude, I guess. Attack with Stoneforge? You think I won't? Sick. Oh yeah. We take those. We take those. It's gotta be Sophie, right? We take those. So far, 2 good plays this match that got him. Spider, you missed it, but my opponent cast Cast Ren in 6. With Ren in 6 on the stack, I viled in Squadron Hawk, getting 3 more Squadron Hawks. Opponent minuses Ren on Squadron Hawk, even though I did it in response to Ren in 6. And we got the Force of Virtue blowout last game. They insta-conceded. It's so good. Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, really? You really went for it? That was the clearest bait I've ever baited in my entire life. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no, friends, this is bad. Looks like our opponent will have the last laugh here anyway, but still, fun was had. Fun was had. They just have so many cards. It's a bad matchup, unfortunately. But it's winnable. Force of Virtue is actually really good. Oh, Forge Tender's a draw. Skyclave not doing anything is awful for us here. Kind of a bummer. I mean, it gets the Abundant Growth. I guess I could have taken Abundant Growth earlier. It might have been fine. These are plays we can make, so we will make them. It does carry a sword. It's a spirit with a sword. Tef Daddy. No. Why do they have so many good cards in their deck? Chill. Chill. Why is your deck full of good cards? Batterskull? Maybe. I just figured they're gonna do something about the germ. At least the Sword of Fire and Ice, like, it's harder to deal with. I don't know, it's about the same. Alright, you got my thing. But yeah, maybe Batterskull was better. It's all about the same. I wanted to get in there and try to win the game. It was more the idea of Fire and Ice. Batterskull just like trades for Fury. It's fine. Sort of Fire and Ice is like great against Yorian. Our board at the time was 2 Squad Hogs and an Extraction Specialist. So yeah, I think at the time the sword made way more sense. Obviously, once they played Fury and wiped our board, we were in a much worse spot, and Batterskull would have been nice, but I think it was correct to get the sword at the time. You could disagree. Awkward. Very awkward. Very awkward. We're at 5. We could draw a land. I think we have to attack here. And hope to draw a land, maybe? Most likely we can't, but if we draw a land... Oh, actually land doesn't do it, because... Yeah, I don't know what we could draw. I think we're just dead. If we left Vile on 3-1, we could have survived here. But we're dead. White card. Oh, white card. Yeah. We still were dead though. Yeah. But we just don't have a blocker for Fury now. We can't live a turn. Fury attacks for 6. Oh, Forge Tender, yeah. Yeah, you're right. We could have played one more turn. That would have been smart to play one more turn there. That's a punt. You're right, you're right. Should have played to our outs there. You're right. Yeah, it was a punt. It doesn't count. Still over 80 right now. We will go below 80 if we lose the next 2 in a row. But hopefully we don't do that. No trophy in this league though. It's good to get some reps with or against 4-color. The biggest punt in game 3 was bottoming the land. Obviously we just top deck 1 land in the next 2 draw steps. We were good there, but I think we were in a pretty good spot in that game had we played our second land on turn 2. But we didn't play our second land until like turn 4 or something, and almost came back in that game. We had like a 1-turn window where we felt like we were ahead actually. But that deck does a lot of powerful things. And even so, we had one more turn there if we played everything. We would have used all our resources to have one more turn, but then we had a Vile on 5 and a Yorion. We could have blinked Kaldra, blocked their Yorion. Obviously, they could have drawn any number of removal spells for our stuff, and it wouldn't have been good. But yeah, I do very much regret that we didn't play that out. I just forgot that I could sack Forge Tender there to stop the Fury. Actually, it's really not soft to Fury because of a certain card in our deck. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's called Force of Virtue, and it fucks Fury up. So I totally disagree. We are not soft to Fury. We want our opponent to cast Fury. We also have a certain 2 of in our sideboard that is sort of like a 6 of because we're playing 4 Ranger Captain of Eos, and that card is Burnt-in Forge Tender. So honestly, I'm really not scared of Fury at all with this deck. I honestly want our opponents to be playing Fury, and that's not like hyperbole. That's actually good. It's actually just good. Obviously, it was a bad spot for us there, but we missed land drops, and they ended up besiegeing our Force of Virtue. But otherwise, we would have been in a great spot. And I generally do want our opponents to play Fury, which most of them are, so it's not like I have to want too hard here. I don't think it's that good. I don't think we want an enchantment tutor plan, but it's good. The Draw Dog isn't here anymore. We're playing Charming Prince instead. Don't know what our opponent's really doing over there. Does Tron play Castle Garenbrig? I don't think so, right? Oh, I guess Amulet plays Expedition map in these lands, huh? So it's probably Amulet. In which case, I guess Thalia is marginally better than Stoneforge. You at SFM? Um, I mean, yeah, I want to play against it when we draw Force of Virtue. That's fair. I don't actually want to see it when I don't have Force of Virtue in hand. So that's fair. Maybe it's not actively wanting to play against it, but being very okay against it, I think is okay. You're right. You're right. They are on a slow start for sure. Tech Edge is pretty bad against Amulet because usually they don't have that many lands. They can go off with 2 lands. They can definitely go off with 3 lands. Hopefully another 4-1. We started off with a loss here. The first time we've ever started off with a loss. Removal effect on ETB. I don't think so. The Seiju? That's fucking rude, dog. It's fucking rude, dog. Yeah, that I mean that last match felt fine. We were so far behind, and then I felt like we were at parity there for a bit. And I mean, had I not just conceded, we could have played one more turn and potentially had a chance. But yeah, I'd like to play against the 4-color matchup more to see what it feels like. I mean, Mind Sensor helps against all the Eladamri's call and traverses and stuff, but it's still like not ideal. I think having Ether Vial in play is kind of useful. We could also just hold up Tech Edge. Maybe that's better. This is 8, so yeah, I think we just hold up Tech Edge. Because I want to be able to kill them in 2 turns. Is that wrong? Oh yeah, Saga's gonna die. You had Apparition. What does Apparition do? Just a 2/2? Yeah, you're right. It is gonna die, so we can't edge. Should have thought about that. That's a punt. Now, I don't know if you ever read this card, but it says non-token permanent. Otherwise, yeah, I definitely would have cast Skyclave there. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, yeah, that was a really bad play holding up Take Edge. Could be fine against like a Dryad, I guess. Uh, I guess we can still Take Edge here. Not really what we wanted to do, but oh, I just wanted to get him to 8 so they're dead in 2 hits, but you're probably right. To hold up Solitude and be able to get rid of this Titan would probably be better. um, so these triggers are on the stack for Teleria. I think we killed the Teleria West probably. So they can't do more things. What are they making mana for? Oh, shit. Okay, well, we need to find another Solitude now. Yeah, I mean, I just thought like if they didn't have it next turn, we just deal 8 and then deal 8 and they're dead. And I thought that the Tech Edge was going to be useful, but obviously that was incorrect. I forgot that the Saga was not going to be on the battlefield by the time they play their 4th land. So that obviously didn't work out as intended. And we have no way to draw cards here. I mean, we could draw one card off Thrabie Baby, but this is quite bad. Damn, if we had Force of Virtue last turn. Damn. Alright, alright. They do have to kill me here. Which they probably can. But maybe not. Going to combat. They're swanging. So we can double block this boy. See what they do first, I guess. One more land. No, we need 2 more lands because of this card. Oh shit, I can't force a virtue because of this card. Well, we can't double block that. Never mind. Ooh, Valakut, Teleria West. Interesting. So they get Dryad. They're taking 6. Then if they play a Dryad, and play 2 lands. That's only 6 damage, right? That's not dead. I guess they could get an EE. That doesn't do it. They're at 2. Transmute Teleria West, sure. Summoner's Pact, sure. Titan for blocks doesn't do anything. We have a lot of creatures in play. They have... This doesn't look like enough mana. Oh, they got Dryad. They play Dryad. They get 1 trigger off Dryad because they already played a land this turn. They gain 2 life. Okay, that's good. That's a start for them. Kind of wish I blocked with Thalia so we could cast Force of Virtue here, but... Oh, they are going to kill Thalia. Oh, shit. That's sick. Scape Shift? I don't think they're playing Scape Shift. I think this is just Amulet Titan. Explorer resolves. They missed. They're just dead. I don't even have to show them the Force of Virtue. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't. Well, it worked out. It's kind of a weird game, but it worked out. I do kind of like Relic Warder better than Commando in this matchup, but this is what we got. I think the paths are pretty good because we need to get rid of the Dryads and such. Janet doesn't do anything. Giant Killer's pretty good. Thraben Inspector's not that good. Lion Sash doesn't really do anything. Sort of Fire and Ice is fine, but not very good. Batterskull's fine, but not very good. Cauldra's great. I think we can trim Batterskull. On the draw, I don't even think Thalia's very good. I'm gonna dunk a Thalia and maybe 2 forces. Yeah, I mean Thalia's fine because she slows down their Summoner's Pact wins, but she's pretty bad on the draw. We got kind of lucky there that our opponent like mulliganed a bunch, I think.
Pull out your swords, chat. It's a raid.
I think we're severe underdogs against Amulet on the draw. So even though this hand is playable, I'm gonna mulligan this looking for cards that actually do things in the matchup. Tech Edge is fine, but I'd rather it was Field of Ruin. And all these cards are fine. Fat Dahlia. Fat Dahlia's decent. Oh, what's up, Control Freak? With a raid? How's it going? How's it going? Plains, yeah, we're playing Plains. I'm gonna mulligan here. If you're just joining us, we're in game 2 against Amulet Titan in Modern here. Kind of trying to dig for Aven Mind Sensor because we kind of have to have like a perfect hand to beat Amulet on the draw with our build. And this hand is good enough. I'm going to keep it, but it's mostly because I don't really want to go to 5. And I'm going to dunk a Plains rather than the Mishra's Factory. Even though Mishra's Factory doesn't do a ton, sometimes you just need to be able to kill them. And it's a 3-3 with Force of Virtue. Oh, damn. That's the nut start from our opponent here. Bot did get upset. Gave us some Thalias in our opener here. Most likely not attacking with Mishra's Factory there, so played the Plains first. Control Freak, how was your stream? It's a lot of sagas. That's going to be a lot of amulets. It's very bad for us. But here's Thalia, you know. Out here being a card. I guess realizing we were probably playing Thalia the next turn, maybe we were supposed to pitch Force of Virtue, or pitch Amaria's Call to Force of Virtue last turn. But since we're likely to lose this game anyway, I kind of want to save the Force of Virtue as like a blowout in game 3. So there's a little bit of value gained there. What was that? My cat's just like kicking my cards over. Summoner's Pack for 1. You got it. How are you going to pay for that? Oh, they have a bounce land here. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think we can win from here, although Flicker Wisp is pretty good next turn at blinking a bounce land. Double Amulet is pretty gross. So what could we draw? Off the top, we could draw Mind Sensor maybe? Even then, I don't know if we could beat this. They could just tighten us right now. I think. Yeah. Right? Yeah, they have like 12 mana. Or 8 mana, sorry. Opponent does got them draws. This is their turn 3. It's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, I guess 10 mana actually with the Saga. Show me the prime time. I'll scoop. Cultivator Colossus. It's a 1/1? Alright, let's see what happens here. I've never actually seen this card do its thing. It seems pretty strong though. Oh god. Oh god. Seems good. Seems pretty good. If it weren't for the Evoke Elemental's free spells, do you think that Amulet would be the best deck in Modern? Definitely a strong case for that. Definitely a strong case. Amulet is always good, and it did get a new toy lately with this one. I guess that was a while ago now, but Amulet's been one of the best decks for years. And when people are playing a lot of Blood Moons, it gets a little bit worse. But now that everyone has Beseiju, Blood Moon's like not just game over for you anymore. So yeah, I think Amulet's definitely one of the best decks, even with the pitch elementals. We can go ahead and scoop now. I don't actually want to play the rest of this game out. Um, but we got game 3 coming up here. So Thalia is a little bit better on the play. Jank decks in the meta? Yeah. Oh, you mean like my deck gets really good? I think this deck is strong. We did just lose to 4-color, but that's only the 4th loss I've had with this deck in 5 leagues. And the match was close. Like, it wasn't like we got blown out. It was like a pretty close match. Um, I think I'm still just gonna play 2 Thalia. And I want 2 Force of Virtue, I think. Because we do need to close the game out. Hmm. It's got a Field of Ruin and a Flicker Wisp, so we're gonna keep it. I mean, that's kind of how Modern is, half inch. Like, 4-color is kind of policing the format a bit. In that, like, it beats up on any, like, random janky decks because they get to play Permission and all the free spells and value, and, like, you have to have, like, a very, like, um, a very streamlined, like, tested strategy to beat 4-color consistently. And even then, you're probably not beating it consistently. It's definitely, like, a very powerful deck that can beat anything all the time. Um, but that doesn't mean that you won't beat it with some random janky stuff. Sometimes it's magic, there's variants. And, like, the thing about Modern is everyone's always going to play their pet deck. You know, like, not everyone. There's going to be X percentage of the room that's going to play whatever they think is the best deck in the format, whatever they have access to. But there is also going to be Fred, Jim, Sally, and Jane that are all going to play the deck that they've just been playing for 4 years that they like in Modern. And it might not be the best deck, but they are definitely going to play those decks and sometimes top 8. You know, like Sally's been playing fucking Infect her whole life, and she can win with it against anybody, and she'll play Infect against those 4-color elemental decks, and she'll play that uh, what's the black one? The Crusader, the Phyrexian Crusader, and she'll win. You know? She'll be in that top 8, and you'll be like, holy shit, Infect with Phyrexian Crusader is the new meta. And then you try it, and you'll be like, damn, this is pretty good. You know? That's just how Modern works. Yeah, you can play Delver. Why not? Blutron, yeah. See, Tuxedo. Like, if you like that deck, you're gonna play it, and it might not be the best choice ever, but it's good. It's still good. Watch what's about to happen to our opponent here, though, folks. Watch what's about to happen to our opponent right here, folks. Our opponent is going to be very sad very shortly, because that land is what they commonly refer to as a bounce land. So what happens when that card comes back into play is it looks around for another land to bounce to your hand. So it's going to go back to their hand, and they have 0 permanents on the board. Friendos. They have to discard the hand size. This is what we call in the books doing it. All right. Our opponent has 1 permanent to our 75 permanents, and we smashed Amulet Titan. Let's go to the next round. Yeah, you know, your Swans deck could top 8. That's how it works. Like, we're playing janky cards. We're playing Squadron Hawk. Tuxedo T, welcome to the stream team. Dylan Dog, welcome to the stream team, by the way. Broelio, welcome to the stream team. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I mean, we're playing Squadron Hawk. This is not considered like a top 200 cards in Modern, but it's a 2-mana spell that draws 3 cards, and all those cards can pitch to Force of Virtue and Solitude. So does it play really well in this build? Yeah. Is it a great card? It's okay. It's very good when you want to like pitch it to things, and when a 1/1 flyer is decent in the format. And I think right now a 1/1 flyer that finds 3 1/1 flyers is pretty good in the format. That's why I'm playing it. I think this format right now feels very much like mid-range The Gathering. Even though there's no like prominent Force of Jund, it's like a bunch of people playing mid-range decks. Blue-red I think is a mid-range deck. Hammer, I think, is kind of a mid-range deck, even though it does have a combo kill. And I think, like, obviously, 4-color is a mid-range deck. I think a lot of these decks, like Rhinos, is a mid-range deck, I would argue. So I think a lot of the format is mid-rangey, and we can fight against mid-range decks with Squadron Hawks. This hand is fine. Keep it. Why no Solitude? What do you mean, why no Solitude? There are 4 Solitudes in this deck. It's on your screen. Yeah, it's Cobblade. It's Cobblade. I mean, it is kind of Cobblade. We're playing Sword of Fire and Ice and Squadron Hawk. So it is not that much different, I guess. Chalice on 1. That's fine. So our opponent's on just like control. Squad Hawk can only actually get 1 other Squad Hawk here. I guess a Charming Prince. I mean, Jace is fine, but he's not as good of a card as he used to be. I think I want both of these cards. I think we want to draw the Stoneforge next turn. Although I guess that will shuffle away the planes, but it's just for the tilt from our opponent. Like, oh, they left both on top. Damn. Tough money. Bouncing Charmy P. Actually, now we have to discard. How likely do you think it is that this Stoneforge survives until our next turn? So I think we get Sophie. I don't think it will survive till our next turn. In which case, College is pretty bad. Factory's a great draw here. Um, I think I'm gonna lead with Squad Hawk. I think I'm gonna grab two and just um, put the batter skull into play before the end of the turn here. Or I guess we could just put Sophie into play. That way, if they have like a Supreme Verdict or something, it doesn't kill her batter skull. Wandering Emperor. Factory had just come into play that turn. Can't attack with lands that have just come into play, unfortunately. Let's force a virtue. Oh, we can't. Teferi, right. I was gonna force a virtue. Forgot that we can't. Gonna go for the equip here. Kinda doubt that this resolves. But I think it's probably still correct. Gotta go to Fairy. Solitude. Yeah, it's a bummer. That is a bummer. Alright. Alright, opponent, you got me. Obviously, now that we know that they did not kill our Stoneforge, I would have loved to have had a Cauldron in our hand, but maybe this Batter Skull will survive. I mean, obviously they can bounce it, but no, Archmage's Charm. That's a bummer. Yeah, we're keeping Skull up. Archmage's Charm. This is bad. Bounce Stoneforge. That's rough. That's real rough. At least we can cast Force of Virtue here. So that's some silver lining. Oh yeah, we can Wisp the Skull. That's really good. Wisp Skull. Play Stoneforge, I guess. Yeah, Wisp Skull is really good. Let's lead with Stoneforge. And then get this Dazed and Cry. And it's a 5/5 skull, which is pretty nice, but they can pump the Solitude again. They have a lot of cards, but we have a lot of cards too. Another T-Daddy. God damn it. Chill, Mr. Daddy. Chill. I don't like this. First strike. I think I want to tech edge them here so they can't march the Cauldron token. Yeah, we could do that. Could definitely do that. I think I want to tech edge them. Oh, but that's just for March, really. Should we play around March? That happened, huh? I guess equipping the Flicker Wisp wasn't that great there. Didn't really do anything to equip the Flicker Wisp, but it untapped it. I don't know. Didn't really do anything. I didn't want to put the Cauldron into play that turn because I figure it's better at blocking that Solitude at this point. And we're at 7. Like, we do actually have to block. I do have the March. Oh! Oh, get fucked. Get fucked. Oh! Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, that's what we're talking about right there. T Money number two. Number three, I mean. You've bounced it. What else you got? Kahira. Okay. Sure. We need one land to equip Cauldra, but we could just equip Sword of Fire and Ice, and that's pretty good. Ooh, another blink. Let's go. We can blink out the Samurai token. Can we deal 7 or 27? Probably not. Um, we don't have 7 mana to equip Cauldra, so I guess we'll just equip Sophie on the Wisp. Yeah, blinking Cauldra seems better. We're gonna attack them, attack them, attack them, and attack them. You can have it, Teferi. We could deal 2 to the Teferi. Yeah, I guess we will. It's kind of annoying for them to cast sorceries on our turn. Drew land, that's good. So that means we can cast Squad Hawk and Flicker Wisp. I don't know if we want to cast Squad Hawk. Definitely want to cast Flicker Wisp though. Verdict is sort of a concern. I mean, we still have so much equipment we can put on, and the Verdict doesn't kill the germ, but maybe we're supposed to play the Squad Hawk. I'm not sure. I think we have more than 16 here. All right, there's the Verdict. That's fine. Does kill a lot of things. And then they have an ending for the token. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, we could have done some wispy tricks. That was a pretty good draw. Um, I have 3 cards. How best do we play this? Oh god, I gotta play faster. There's just so many decisions when you play control. I think we grab Yorian and we play Flicker Wisp. Blinking the Cauldra. And now we pass. We could have attacked with Factory, but they're at 16. Yeah, maybe that just does more damage. We need to just kill them sooner. Big Tef. Tuck the Germ token or tuck the Cauldra? Tuck the Cauldra. We get the 1/1 Germ. Let's go. Force of Virtue making germs 1/1 since whenever this card came out. 2019, I don't know. Let's do this thing. Let's swing. What do you have? Dress down? What does that mean? What does it even do? Oh, this just won't do anything. Damn, dress down's good against Yorion here too. Solitude evoked. But it doesn't do anything. It's just gonna block the. That's annoying. They still get to block the germ and keep their Teferi alive. Oh, actually they don't, because Teferi's still gonna die. um, in that case, I don't know what we do here. Do we still just play Yorion? Do we equip Flicker Wisp? They have one card in hand. Wait, are we dead? Yeah, we're dead if they attack us with a Haul. So we have to hold up Tech Edge. I think we just play a Ranger Captain as a 3/3. Just playing a 4/4. I mean, yeah, 4/4. Supreme Verdict. Memory Deluge. Okay. Do I sack this? I don't know. Magic's hard. There's the verdict. Alright, that's annoying. They're just timing us out here. Wait, Caldra? Yikes. Um, Jeez, I'm playing way too slow, y'all. Ugh. Way too slow. What the fuck is this? Shark Typhoon? Okay. Sure. This is not lethal by 1. Jesus. Squad Hawk, I guess. Oh my god, my clock. They're just gonna win this game. This match is gonna be decided by clock. I think we would win the match, but I'm going to lose because I've spent 15 minutes of my clock already on this match. So I played way too slow, and that's 100% my fault. But there's just so many options. An opponent will not scoop because they know. They know. Sure. Okay, whatever, dude. Okay. They just wanted to make me waste as much time as possible, which, I mean, to be fair, I was playing slow, and that is an out for them in a unwinnable match or unwinnable game there. I do really like our matchup against this deck because, as you can see there, we just draw infinite cards and never run out of juice. And our opponent obviously made a huge punt playing that prismatic ending into their own chalice. Um, so I don't know if we make any changes. I think our main deck is about what we want against this deck. Giant Killer is like the worst card. We could play like Aven Mind Sensor because I do play some fetches. Or like Commando, I guess. It's just a flash 3/1 that sometimes has text. They need to print Recruiter. There is a Recruiter in Modern, but it's Imperial Recruiter. Recruiter of the Guard is not in Modern yet, as I'm sure you know. But Ranger Captain of Eos is arguably a decent replacement. Yeah, Force of Virtue is maybe bad. Maybe Giant Killer. Sensors and Commandos just for the beats. Need to be able to get Solitude, that's fair. You can get Giant Killer though, it's kind of Solitude-ish. Just for the beats, huh? Yeah, I like the flash creatures, that does make sense. I think we can cut Giant Killer in like 3 forces. That sounds good. I like the surprise wins with Force. Force was pretty good that game. Nothing crazy, but it was fine. Alright, but we gotta play fast. That's the name of the game here. I'm gonna keep this hand. The 4 squawks? No. I don't think all 4 of them. But anytime there's 2, it's basically a mulligan to 6. So I usually mulligan when there's 2, unless it's just a matchup where having all 4 squawks is really good, which is a decent amount of matchups, I would say, actually. F6, F6, F6. Oh man, Ether Vial is one of the most time consuming cards to play with on Moto. I should like always yield to it or something. Always yield. Just gonna pass. No reason to play into the counter magic. um, yeah, just gonna pass. Fuck. That's fucking awful. Fuck. Friends, that's bad. That's very bad. Yeah, we could flicker. This is their only white source, so this could be good. Obviously, they're playing planes, but They got an island though. Really? Are they not playing planes? Nah, I did that in your draw step, dude. All right. Yeah, it's kind of true. They're not wrong about that. Charm. Okay. They decided that about 10 minutes of gameplay ago, also, which was a bummer. Damn it. It's pretty annoying. Still gonna play the Squad Hawk into a Supreme Verdict. And I'm gonna play this because we want to hit our land drops here. Yeah, it's a pretty good verdict. It's pretty decent. It's kind of true that them stealing Vial was kind of good for us. Gonna get Battery Skill, I guess. Yeah, I do want to field them, I think. Keep them off double white here if possible. Oh, there's double white. Alright, never mind. Tax. What? Oh no, what's this? Oh, right. Damn it. That sucks. Stop it, opponent. Oops. They ticked it up to 6? Deluge, that's not good. 6 minutes. Blue Gearhulk is possible. Maybe Hullbreaker Horror? Yeah, the deck should be on the screen. Yeah, of course. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, you can copy the deck onto your whatever you'd like off the screen, I think. That's a pretty good Wandering Emperor there. I'm tempted to just scoop and go to game 3 when we're on the play. Yeah, maybe I should just scoop here. I think I am gonna just scoop. Let's go to game 3. We have 5 minutes to win game 3. We had a shot to win that game, but then with two planeswalkers in play that we just couldn't really put enough pressure on, it was not looking great. Looking great. Because we only have 5 minutes, tempted to just make concessions here due to wanting to be fast and kill them, like playing another Force of Virtue maybe over like a Solitude maybe, just in for the speed considerations, because we need to kill them quick. I'm gonna keep it. Path being bad and the meta is a hindrance. There's no path in the main deck because Solitude's just kind of better at doing that at this point. Because yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say path is bad in the meta though. One mana removal that deals with Murktide, deals with Ragavan, deals with DRC. I think it's fine for 1 mana. That card's good. Oh, more of the effect. Right. I mean, we have 4 Skyclave, 1 Giant Killer with 4 Ranger Captains to go get it, and 4 Solitude. So there's, some might say, 13 pieces of removal in the deck, which I think is plenty in the main deck. What's up, Foliage? How you doing? Squawks has been good. Squawks has been really good. Just Magic lately, yeah. No FF11. How about you? What you been playing? How you doing? Yeah, but they could have a Teferi here. They could have a lot of things that kind of fuck up our Cauldron plans. But I mean, if we get to equip a Sword of Fire and Ice on it next turn, we're in a really good spot. And they might just not have it. Because they had to kill Giver, otherwise they just lose, right? So they might just not have another removal spell for it, but they could easily have March and whatever. Going for it. That's quite bad. That's quite bad for us. That's very bad. It's very sad, friends. We need a Flicker Wisp stat. Uh, that sucks. that sucks. Can't, it's got indestructible half-inch hammer. Unfortunately, it's a very good card and cannot get destroyed. We need Flicker Wisp. So I guess getting non-Flicker Wisp cards out of our deck is a good idea. But this is very bad. We're in a very bad spot. Yeah, Archmage's Charm's pretty strong. Pretty strong. I was hoping they didn't have it, but they had it. It's not a Flicker Wisp. Tell you what, none of this looks very good. Tell you what. Chill. Counter spell. Opponent, chill. It would be nice if it said non-token, I agree. I agree, especially this game. It is 3 blue mana. But I agree, I think it's pretty powerful. So at 13. I mean, I don't know. If this hits, we're not in the worst spot. Stop it. What the Odawara? These are cards I'm actually more worried about for the health of just like Magic in general, to be fair, is all of the Neon Dynasty, whatever lands. It's just free spells to put in your deck. These come into play untapped. I think that's actually potentially worse for the game than Archmage's Charm. But we're gonna concede here. Ah, that was rough. That was rough. Archmage's Charm got us real good. Bummer. Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of value there, but they just had enough stuff. And I was kind of playing on tilt with the not playing out game two, just hoping for like to spike game three in quick fashion, but 100% my fault for playing game one so slow. Just there were a lot of things to potentially do, so I thought about them, but can't play that slow and expect to not have some anxious moments during that match, unfortunately. So gotta play faster. Yeah, this hand's fine. Sort of Fire and Ice is a little awkward, but it's castable. It's the least awkward of the equipment. Well, I guess not the least awkward. Lion Sash is the least awkward, but it's the second least awkward of the equipment to have in your opener. Opponent mold to 6. Does not have a companion. Play Polluted Delta. I'm gonna guess this is Shadow or... Well, not Shadow. I bet it's this blue-red. No. Watery Grave. Watery Grave with... Ooh, they could take a Marius Call here, which would be kind of rough, actually. This is the downside to playing spell lands. Is they can get Thoughtseize. They can take our land. Which would be kind of dirty here, but we're on the draw, so like it's pretty low upside for them. I mean, not super low upside, but they don't know how many lands we're playing. Well, if they don't have it or we just lose, I hope they don't have it or we just lose. Yeah, I can kind of agree there that the free cards are not the most interesting gameplay wise, but I mean they are card disadvantage. And there were free cards before, but yeah, I'm not gonna try to defend them too much. I agree, they're legacy level cards, and this is not legacy, but it's kind of becoming. I mean, to be fair, modern will never be a shockless format, so you're always gonna be fetch shocking, fetch trioming, whatever. Street race. So this is Death Shadow. This is just like previous level Death Shadow. Maybe just blue black Shadow. What? Opponent chill. Shadow's just so bad against Solitude. But yeah, this is not the old modern anymore. I agree. It has become like Legacy Light, which that's just kind of how Magic works. Is like at first there was just standard. I mean, at first there was just Magic, tournament Magic, and they banned a bunch of cards and restricted a bunch of cards, and that was the only way to play. And then they were like, all right, well now we'll have like an all the cards Magic and a Type 2 Magic. So there was Type 1 and Type 2. Eventually they were like, let's make a Type 1.5. And then Type 1.5 became Legacy. Type 1 is Vintage. Type 2 is Standard. But they always had to keep making these like in between uh, formats to make it make sense. Because the cards just get better and better, the decks get better and better. It's just kind of how Magic works in the non-rotating formats. So like, yeah, it's not old modern, but it was never gonna be old modern forever, right? Like that's just not how it works. So I don't know. I don't know what I want, but I don't know that I don't want all of these things always, because there's always stuff to complain about, right? Like it's like Tron used to be the deck to complain about. Now it's four color. I was actually rooting for Tron at the finals of some streamed match from Apex Gaming or whatever it was. It's just a weird world we're living in, but it always has to morph into something, right? And then yeah, they could ban cards to make it feel more like what modern is supposed to feel like or whatever, but really at the end of the day they're just going to do what is best for like more people playing the format because they want people to play their game. They want people to spend money on their game. So I think if the majority of people are upset with a certain play pattern, they probably will ban some stuff. But we'll see. Anyway, I should probably cast my spells. This looks pretty good. Yeah, extended was in there too. Ashed, disavowed. That's also true, half inch. I do think they're pushing modern towards a legacy-ish format so that Pioneer is the new one that people get into. And I do think if I'm recommending Magic to someone right now, and I have done this, I would say try to get into Pioneer. It's not standard, it doesn't rotate, and you can still pick up a deck for relatively low cost. I would say absolutely if you're recommending your friends to get into Magic, if they're not exclusively EDH players, Pioneer is the format to get into, in my opinion. So yeah, Pioneer is extended, yeah, basically. Although I think extended rotated. I think extended was really weird. Could be wrong about that. I didn't actually play extended. I don't know what our opponent's doing. I assume they're on like Murktide and Death Shadow. Oh, it would exactly match Pioneer right now. Interesting. Drown in the lock. So our opponent is just countering every one of our spells. I don't know what they're doing exactly. Tainted Indulgences in their deck. What? Are they like a reanimator strategy? Is this like Persist Archon? They're missing their land drops. They're just putting Yorion in hand. I don't really know what they're doing. Like a Flash Solitude is cool and all. They're at 7, but I guess yeah, Flash Solitude might have been better because then we just equip and kill them. Yeah, maybe that was just better, but I assume they have removal, and I'd rather Solitude a creature. Yeah, they're definitely playing Murktide, right? Yeah, I mean, I will agree. Boom Forest. The biggest downside to Magic is that we live in a capitalist society, and Magic is a for-profit video game slash card game that uh, the people over at Hasbro want to make as much money as possible making. The trade-off is that I still think it's the best game, but yeah, money has to exchange hands for them to put good like creators of Magic Card um designers or whatever, like in order to pay those people, in order to pay the people that make Magic Online, the buggiest program since um the internet was invented, and pay the people that make Arena into like a Hearthstone clone. They had to pay all those people. And in order to pay all those people, we have to give them a bunch of money, which is unfortunate. But I think a lot of those people are doing a really good job, to be fair. It's unreadable. Moto is just it's just a tabletop simulator. If you've ever played Cockatrice or Magic Workshop or whatever, it's just the best version of those. So I don't know. It sucks because it does have a lot of bugs, but it's the best version of them. And you can play against real opponents that are pros, that are just good at Magic, that are playing real decks any hour of the day, and you can play Magic any format, any hour of the day, anytime. And I think that's wonderful. I think Moto is fantastic. Do I also hate it? Yeah. But is it still like one of the best things ever? Yeah. Opponent has 4 cards. Do I just flash in this Solitude now? You can zoom in on the cards, yeah. Here's Solitude. This is a weird game. I agree that the words on the cards are very small, but if you know what the cards do, you don't really need to see the words. And you can also make them big. I'm playing on a 27-inch monitor, and it's fine. I know what all the cards are. If I don't, I can click on them and then it shows them real big. Archmage's Charm, choose one, counter target spell, you know. It's not so bad. Opponent is at 5. Are you dead, opponent? Here we ask the question, are you dead, opponent? I doubt it. But they might just be dead. I don't know. What is in your deck? Fatal Push. Okay. Deal. Dismember. Oh god. Okay. All right. Sick. Renders them in potato quality. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It renders them fine. Look at this. Does that not look clean to you? I don't know what I don't actually know what you're talking about, Illustrate. I'm confused. As far as like reading the cards, that is not a problem, Moto. Like objectively, I don't think. Well, why do you need to why do you need to know every word on the miniatures? You can click on it and then you see it big. I don't know what the like I can't see my opponent's cards from across the table that well. I can't read the bottom of Questing Beast from when I'm sitting across the table with my opponent. I'll pick up the card and read it, right? Like I don't what do you I don't know what you're on about right now. I'm gonna let my cat in. Come here, cat. Come on in. There's a window right here. Right here. Hey, come on. Come on. Jump in. Hey, baby. Want to say hi to the stream, cow? This is Cow. She had a rough day yesterday because I put some flea meds on her back and she was freaking out. But she's doing a lot better today. And she just came in through the window. That's cow. Make the streamer click. Sure, but you were saying you don't play for that reason, so I don't get it. But that's all right. We can disagree. Um, yeah, I thought specifically you said you don't play Moto because of that, but all right. Um, Rest in Peace seems pretty good. I don't really know what they're doing. I think Path is good. What the hell is our opponent doing there? I think Force of Virtue is probably medium. Oh, okay. So the potato quality is just a complaint in general of like watching streams and stuff. All right. All right. I guess that's fair. Watching streams, if you don't know what the picture is, you can't know what it is. But that's why while you're watching streams, you can type card questing beast right into the chat, and it'll just tell you the whole thing right there where you can read it. That's also not that bad. That's what I do. I do that on everybody's stream. If I'm in a stream and they play a card, I don't know what it does. I'm like, card, calibrated blast. What the fuck is that? And then I read it and I'm like, oh, cool. All right, Alistair, I think you're trying to die on that hill right now, and I'll let you. I'll let you die up there. I will stop. Still don't really know what's going on with our opponent. I guess they're blue-black shadow with Murktide is my best guess. I'm glad you think I'm chill, Carador. I like being chill. It feels good. I don't like getting worked up. It doesn't feel so good when I do. I'm just gonna go for rest in peace here. I don't think we need to be particularly fast about anything in this matchup, as we saw last game, where our opponent literally didn't do anything for like 7 turns. I wonder if I'm getting sunburned. This sun is coming in hot right now. All right. So I don't think they play any daze effects, but I'm still gonna play the canopy first. Play as threat. Might get Archmages charmed. This is the downside to playing the rest in peace first, is they could have Archmages charm. But they didn't. I've seen some people take out Cauldra because of Archmage's Charm, and that's real. Obviously, you can Flicker Wisp it back, but we lost to it last round, and that was rough. Which member? Dismember. Surprise gut shot, so people don't dismember down to 1. I missed that. Sorry, Tuxedo. That would be pretty sweet. Death Shadow. Okay. resolves. They do have Archmage's Charm up here, potentially. This white have bigger manlands and factories. There's Cave of the Frost Dragon that comes into place untapped on the first 2 turns, but it's 5 mana to activate it, so I don't think that card's very good. Honestly, I think that card's pretty bad, but it gets the job done sometimes. I think Workshop's way better if you can afford the non-white slots in your deck. I don't know why that didn't work. There's Archmage's Charm. Castle Ardenvale is decent as well, but again, 5 mana to activate. I mean, well, that one's 4 mana and it to activate, whereas like Cave of the Frost Dragon, you need 5 mana. Other than it, you need 6 lands in play, which is kind of a lot. You get there sometimes, but do we Solitude now? I think so. Because they could have another counterspell or something, and if they have another counterspell, that Death Shadow gets kind of out of hand. I think we do. Solitude now. I would love to save that Solitude for when they have a second Death Shadow in play, but I think it's too low value to wait and get blown out by another counterspell. Since we're like not in a bad spot here anyway. Sometimes you do have to make that play, I think, and just like hope that they play a second Death Shadow if they are like way ahead, but we're at a pretty good spot. Pure Steel Paladin. I mean, I'm sure there's a build of taxes that you could put Pure Steel in and it would be pretty good. Like obviously play Saga, play Esper Sentinel. But then at that point, why not just play Hammer, right? Faceless Haven is a card. I'm gonna draw 2. All right. Faceless Haven. You can't really get away with Faceless Haven if you want to play the land destruction lands because there are no snow covered ones. So, and you don't really want to play a Ganja City of the Empire, which is a great card, as we were just talking about. Maybe too powerful of a card. Maybe not this one, but I don't know. In general, the channel lands are really strong. So yeah, you can't really play Faceless Haven unless you really rework the mana base and don't have pretty much any utility lands. So I don't really like Faceless Haven outside of Pioneer, and well, actually, not even really in Pioneer. I think it's like an Explorer card. I think it's a very good Explorer card, but I mean, I think they're very powerful cards. I think I do think they're cool. I don't love that everyone just has main deck 2 disenchants now. That's just like everyone's main deck has 2 disenchants in it. I'm just like, ugh, it sucks. But you know, it does give us a land, so that's kind of cool. Oh, Otawara is fantastic. They're all really good. They're all really good. I'm playing two Iganjos. This does seem like a nightmare matchup for this opponent here. Man, that sun is really getting me. Need to like turn and close this window up a little bit. Spider, what you been playing? What you doing in Modern these days? I meant to attack with Factory there, but I guess it's fine that we didn't. Another shadow. So they do know we can just Yorian, yoink that. Tainted Indulgence? I don't know. Could easily not be good. Do they have counter magic here? Dress down. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Reconvincing yourself that Reanimator is bad. Alright. I respect it. So, what's the over under on how many Murktides they have in hand here? They haven't discarded any to Tainted Indulgence, so maybe they don't even play Murktide. Maybe Rest in Peace is bad. Archon's a very powerful card. And I know you've been living up on it for a long time. All your tweets have been Archon decks. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of your tweets have been Archon decks. No blocks. So they're dead on board here, technically. They must have something, but we're still gonna attack with everything, especially because we just drew Solitude. Fatal Push on the Factory. Resolves. Your boy gets big. So we could blink Yorian. But that doesn't really do what we want. So I think we just play this. Oh shit. They have a counterspell? Ooh. Alright, well we have to Solitude the bro. Unfortunate, but unfortunate. But we have to do it now. So they don't untap and have another counterspell. Now they're at 13. Which means another shadow doesn't really do anything, but 3 mana. What's this? Turok. Protection from white. That is a problem. I think we just wisp out a land here so that we can crack Horizon Canopy probably. They have another counterspell? So many counters. Okay. Two cards in our opponent's hand. Solitude. Not sure if we want to crack that canopy or not. We're at 5. Solitude's not that good here because obviously it doesn't kill Turok. Dinosaur Hunter. What do we even want to hit? Off the canopy? I'm not really sure. All our 2-drop. I mean, Squad Hawk would be sick. Yeah, I guess Squad Hawk would have been the best hit. Charming Prince is pretty good. But holding up Solitude, I think, is fine too. Or like seeing what we draw here for turn. Seeing if we get a land. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the land. Alright, they're at 1. What do you got for me, opponent? They have 3 cards. I don't know what they are. Probably a bunch of fatal pushes. Seems like a nightmare matchup for them. Hey, we got a match. We won the die roll. And we're gonna keep. Do we want to just play Giant Killer? I'm kind of down. I'm just gonna cast Giant Killer. Just going for it. Yeah, aggro Giant Killer. Urza. Yeah, I did see that deck. It looked really sweet, Spider. I unfortunately don't have the rental capacity to rent it, but I would definitely try that out. It looks cool. So our opponent played Springleaf Drum off a Darksteel Citadel, so I assume that they're not Hammer, they are in fact Affinity. with like 8 cast, which our hand's not the worst against, I guess. Yeah, they're playing 8 cast. No Moxes because it's banned, obviously, but you get to play that new. I guess it's not that new anymore, but it's new to me because I didn't play Modern for the first year that Modern Horizons was out. Shadow and Rhinos. Doesn't Shadow just seem like bad Murktide? I don't know. What do you gain from playing Shadow that isn't just destroyed by Solitudes? Like, why do you want to make your deck worse against Solitude? Why not just play blue red? That's what I don't get. Obviously, people are doing well with Shadow, but like Murktide's better against Solitude by kind of a lot, right? Maybe not. That's fair. I mean, I've never played with either of the decks, but when I play against them, it just seems like Shadow's worse because I have Solitude in my deck, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I should have attacked before doing all these things, but that's alright. And I mean, I'm not saying Shadow's a bad deck. Better versus other top decks. Oh, okay. Urza. Urza. Really? So that's interesting that you think it's better against 4 color when 4 color plays this card, which just like it just kills multiple shadows with 1 card. I guess you just never play 2 shadows against them. I guess that fixes that, huh? I don't know. I guess we don't have to Solitude right now. We can do it on our turn. Discard his interaction. That makes sense. Guess we could have waited until we drew our card. Yikes. Yikes. Turok is nice, yeah. Turok does seem really nice. I'm gonna tap down that big boy. Yeah, I'm gonna tap it. I'm gonna tap it with this giant killer. We could do it on their upkeep. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Spellbomb is annoying. Thought monitor, god damn it. That's pretty strong. That's really strong here, actually. Shit. Happens to be a 2/2 flyer. Can't Skyclave it, because it costs 7. Yikes. That's really good here. Really, really good. And they have an Urza Saga? Wow. This is bad, opponent. You're drawing too many things. Drawing too many cards. Consulate Dreadnought. I've seen people playing this. It's interesting. Alright, so they did play into that, but I guess it makes sense too anyway. So they're gonna bounce our bro. Oh my god! What the fuck, dude? Uh... My cat just knocked a glass off the table, of course. Thanks, kitty. Thanks, kitty. Shattered that thing. That was actually Nancy that knocked it. My other cat. They're sisters. How do we win this game? I guess putting Batterskull into play is fine. In which case we should probably attack with Giant Killer, but interesting, yeah. People think Ellie is favorite versus Murktide. Yeah, I think Mengucci said that. He said like a week ago, he said, well, they're gonna bounce Giant Killer. Okay. Resolves. That's even better in my hand. I mean, we're gonna gain them some life here, probably, unfortunately. Another spell bomb. That's why they did that. Yeah. Ledger Shredder is quite good there. You know what else you should be scared of? Ranger Captain of Eos. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fucking Ranger Captain of Eos. That's why you don't want to play Cascade decks. It's a 1 mana artifact that they can crew with stuff. I don't know if it's good. But they do want 1 mana artifacts that they can go get with Urza Saga. It's just like a toolbox card. So wait, what are they doing here? Tapping out to equip there. Trample, huh? They're gonna gain 10 life, which is not great. And I guess their germ doesn't die now. But I didn't want them to gain more than 10 life. Oh, and they can crew the big boy. Alright. See, that's pretty good. They crewed a 7-11. And they get to keep their germ there. That's sick. You killed them with their lethal damage on the stack. Sick. Alright, we'll take that hit. At 16. They don't have either spell bomb up. Maybe they do. Sword of Fire and Ice. Hi. Hello, Sword of Fire and Ice. Can we kill them? They're at 16. That's 2, 4, 13, 14. We can only deal 14. So we can deal 12 and kill their Thought Monitor. And draw a card. That seems fine. I guess also getting this would be huge. With Skyclave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shredder's really good. Card always gets me. Do I put Sophie into play and put it on the Cauldron? Probably. I guess I put it on Batterskull because they're more likely to bounce this one. I think we still do it. I don't know if this is correct, but we could always just leave back the Hawk, but they have trample too, so I don't know. Oh, Cat is just knocking everything down. No land. We're at 17. I don't think we're gonna die here. We could. No, I mean there is another glass on the table that I should move. Man, kitty. See if she wants to say hi. Hey. Yeah. This is Nancy. She's a bad girl. She knocked all the things down. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. Anyway. Good. Oh, another Nettlesis? Can they equip it? What's their last card? Is it another land? Are we dead? Or is this equip 1? No, it's equip 2. Alright, so we're gonna take 10, they're gonna go to 14. They can crew the Dreadnought. Next turn, they can also crack Spell Bomb. Victory. Hmm. Interesting. So we can apparition the Shadow Spear in order to make some chump blocks and eventually win the game a lot slower here with these Skyclaves. I think that's probably the move because this is the card that could beat us. The big boys, we have blockers and they don't have trample. So I think that's what we do. Apparition the ship. What does that do? That doesn't really do anything. And they still have a 9/9 and a 10/10 and they have trample. Yeah, I think we just have to Skyclave the thing. I guess we can attack with... Yeah, we gotta hit the spear, I agree. I guess we can attack with the two doofuses just to gain some life here. Or at least the Cauldron, right? Maybe no attacks was better. Spellbomb is annoying. They can use it right now if they want. It's also interesting that Shadow Spear wins the Cauldron War because you can have their Cauldron lose indestructible. Although I guess they would both exile each other. I don't know. Maybe it's about the same. Things losing hexproof is real. There's a Boggles deck. Not that many people play it anymore, but that's a deck. Alright, free shuffle. Free shuffle is nice. Gotta love a free shuffle here and there. This is a pretty interesting game, actually. Both of us are making a lot of game actions. I think that we're ahead here, but not by like the most. They could get us with like remove our other Squad Hawk, equip Ornithopter with Bolt. Yeah, exactly. It's tech against the Riverwinder. Riverwinder is a jerk, for sure. Card is good. Another spell bomb? You wouldn't. You wouldn't have another spell bomb. Oh, you're gonna crew the Dreadnought. That's fine. With one mana floating, you're gonna equip. That's fine. We have another Squad Hawk. What's your last card? Odawara? Or a Moonsnare? Yeah, if they have a Moonsnare, we're dead, I guess. Could have equipped one of the Squad Hawks with... Oh, what? They're just gonna attack. Okay. Easy blocks are easy? What? Another Nettle Cyst. Yeah. Deal. That is a deal. That is a deal and a half. Well, they know about Giant Killer. Oh, we can't do both. Damn. Damn. So we can blink one of the Nettle Cyst tokens, or we can just Skyclave one of the Nettle Cysts in general. But that's more risky than just Skyclaving the Ornithopter. And then we equip Cauldron with Fire and Ice, maybe? Doesn't really do anything. Could equip Batterskull onto Cauldron, making it lifelink. But then we can't. Then we just lose to the Ornithopter. So yeah, we have the Apparition. We're just kind of stuck on land here. It's kind of awkward. I have 0 cards in hand. We gotta grab the Ornithopter. This way they don't have a win con. I think we just play Squad Hawk to chump. And we just don't attack here. Yeah, I think attacking is actually bad. Because now they can't attack. And then we have Flicker Wisp and Giant Killer if we can draw land. They drew Urza Saga, which doesn't do anything to save them here. We can blink that one. And then swing out. Is that lethal? I think it's just lethal if we just blink that one and swing out. So I don't even think we need to draw the land here. We did draw the land. Let's chop it down. Blinkies. And opponent still wants to keep playing, I guess. Oh, alright. Fair enough. Yeah, that's right. The crew is kind of nice. They're still dead, but it's like kind of nice. Hey, what are you guys doing? Why y'all fighting each other? What? Alright, we're playing against artifacts. We want the paths, we want the commandos. Is Mind Sensor any good? Oh yeah, Mind Sensor's good against There's a Saga, so let's just bring that in too. Thalia's pretty medium, especially on the draw, I think. And Force of Virtue is pretty medium here too. Lion Sash, also not great. It doesn't look like they were playing any kind of like Thopter Sword nonsense, so I don't think Lion Sash is necessary. But the other equipment were obviously pretty good there. And everything else seems fine. I wonder if I'm getting a sunburn right now. Sure, we'll keep this. Opponent can kind of go off and like have kind of an unbeatable board in the first few turns. And this hand does not really do much to slow that down, but it's just a keepable hand. We have Charming Prince Extraction Specialist, which is kind of a dirty combo. If you have 2 things to get back, one of them's Charming Prince, it's the Specialist, you can get them both back, which is pretty sick. This is a good start from our opponent, but they just have 2 Spring Leaf Drums in play, so not the worst. But I mean, they could potentially cast an Urza next turn. If they have another 0 drop and a land and an Urza, which would be exactly all their cards. But we'd be in some trouble if they did do that. I mean, we could blink the token eventually, but that Urza would get them a lot of value. They're just going to crack that to draw a card. That's fine. Probably to make their land drop there, which they did make. They have 3 artifacts, so they can't Thought Cast. But they can next turn. Pithing Needle. What are you naming? Stoneforge? Probably Stoneforge, right? I think in the dark I would name... Oh, Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay. That's very narrow, but I respect it, opponent. Respect it. I want to draw some lands, so I'm going to scry some lands to the top here. Hopefully. Those are both lands. Tech Edge isn't that good in the matchup. So I think I'll bottom Tech Edge. And draw the Amaria's Call next turn. That seems pretty good. There's the Thought Cast. There's Ashiok. Okay. Didn't mill me. I scryed a card to the top, opponent. Why didn't you mill me? Weird. Yeah, we can't search our deck, which is actually a problem, so I think I actually have to Skyclave that. Because most of the cards in our hand search our deck. And we get to get in for 2. So I don't know about you, but I'm doing it. The Charming Prince. I didn't realize that this prince is called Charming Prince, not just because Prince Charming and it came out in the fairy tale set, but charms have 3 modes in Magic. Generally, the charms have 3 modes, and this guy has 3 modes, so he's a charming prince. I don't know where I read that. I think it was in like the Discord, the DNT Discord or something, and I was like, whoa. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. So we can Wisp the Apparition, which gets the Nettle Cyst. I think that's what we're doing. I don't see a reason to do anything else here. They can have a 3/3 token, that's fine. What we don't want them to have is Nettle Cyst. We haven't really been able to like mount an offense yet, but as long as they don't draw like must answer things each turn, we will eventually be able to. That's not good. That's not good. Tagging with the token. We could block the Charming Prince just to get it back with Extraction Specialist. But I don't love that. I mean, I guess we could double block. But then they'll probably kill this, so that's not very good. Yeah, we'll just pass here. We'll just take the 3. Ornithopter, you got it. So I kind of want a Ranger Captain getting Giver. I guess. They might have boarded in more Ashioks, so I think using our search effects now is probably better than waiting. And putting 2 creatures into play that are pretty strong is pretty good. We could also cast Squad Hawk here so that we don't draw more Squad Hawks. Actually, I like that. And we have a full hand of stuff, so we can be like, yeah, good job drawing all those cards with Thought Monitors, because we have 6 cards. And now we can like double block the illusion with Squad Hawk and Charming Prince, I guess. And we have less or fewer cards in our deck that do not kill Urza. So we're more likely to draw Solitudes and Paths and Skyclaves. I guess trading Wisp for Thought Monitor is not the worst thing, but definitely playing Giver. And probably playing Ranger Captain getting Giant Killer. And then probably attacking with Ranger Captain, why not? Trade with your token. Didn't have to do all our things before combat. Obviously not the most ideal way to do that, but feel pretty good here. We got a tech edge for their potential Saga draw. We don't have anything for Urza. That would be the worst possible for us if they draw Urza. But as long as we fade Urza for a couple turns, I think we'll be alright. That's not Urza. That is Urza. God damn it. They just hold Midnight in their hand. Alright, that's weird. I don't know why. I guess maybe you want to hold that? It's weird. But okay. Urza's a problem. That's definitely a big problem. They only found an island, so not the worst, but the fact that they can do that like twice next turn is a pretty big problem. We can Giant Killer the Construct token, so that's not a problem, but The Urza itself is a 1/4. That is pretty rough. We'll attack with these. I kind of want Charming Prince and Squad Hawk to die. They're just gonna block Squad Hawk. Alright. Fair enough. Specialist. Get back Squad Hawk. It's not the best specialist ever, but I just wanted to get a little bit of value off of it. And that got some damage in, I guess. We're at 6 minutes. We also might lose due to time here. Gotta play a bit faster. Here's the search. Yeah, no removal for Urza. I was like, we need to fade it for 2 turns. And they were like, haha. Here's Urza. Yeah, that's not good. Did you say you need to fade Urza? Because here's Urza. They already killed the germ. I don't know if that's correct there. Another Urza growth. Yeah, of course you play it. Yikes. I don't know, friends. This is not ideal. Easy blocks are pretty easy though. Pro colorless. No damage, but they still have an Urza. Now they have a construct and a Nettle Cyst. They added quite a bit to their board that turn. Alright, now we can blink the Flicker Wisp to get rid of the construct token, but I think what we actually have to do is blink Skyclave to get rid of Urza. And then fight through these 2 things, which is bummery, but I think that's where we're at. In the meantime, what do we do? What can we attack with here? Probably nothing. Yeah, I don't think we have attacks. I think this is bad right now. We can cast 1 Spot Hawk, or we can just put Yorion in hand. I guess we put Yorion in hand. That is much better. Yeah, we definitely put Yorion into our hand here. Oh, hey, Nancy. Crazy girl. Giant Killer's sick, yeah. Alright, so we get to nab the homie, Urzi. But it might be too little too late, and we're at 5 minutes on the clock. They have 7, so we'll see how it goes. I think we still have a pretty good shot of winning here. Not another Urza. God damn it. Fuck me, dude. You need to chill. Ah, god damn it. I think we just scoop now. That fucking sucks. Alright. Um, wow, that fucking sucks. Literally a bunch of air in their deck and Urzas, and they drew the third Urza. God damn it. Okay. We gotta go to game three. That was just fucking absurdly lucky from our opponent there. Third Urza. They have 36 cards in their deck. 37 cards before they drew that card. And two of them are cards that do something, and the rest of their cards are just not that good. But like the rest of their cards basically don't do anything, but of course it's another Urza. That was rough. That did not feel great. Um I'm gonna cut one of the mind sensors, I think, and play one of the Thalias on the play. Alright. This hand's not bad for a one lander. But it's a one lander. I think we can path our own things. We'll keep, I guess. No, I mean it does. I think it does shut down the slot machine thing, but that's not really like. I mean, yeah, it's probably fine, I guess. I think it does stop that. So maybe Dranith is good. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of that. I think it actually is why we're losing. Like we would have beat those Urzas if they just put constructs into play. Yeah, I think that would have been better. I think we should have those in the deck. Because we can keep up with their constructs. We have a lot of blink effects. We have a lot of giant killer path stuff. But the Urza itself, drawing them like 5 cards that game was why we lost. And they also got really lucky on all those Urza hits. They hit one land and like 2 Nettlecysts and another Urza. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. Shit. No answer for Saga is really bad here, but we did draw the land. Check it. I think Charmy P is the play. Gotta play fast here. Try 2 yet? Land Mishra's Factory. I think we want both. I think we want both. But that Urza Saga is a big problem. Could just lose to that. Oh, come on. That's terrible. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this match, y'all. We're gonna go 2-3 in this league. Woof. Woof. Yeah, we're about to go 2-3 in this league. It feels real bad. At least they skipped one of the tokens. They don't have any blue mana now, which is kind of good. Kind of. Kind of. Ugh. Then get like Citadel, maybe. Oh, they got Springleaf Drum to get more blue mana. Just gonna yield until the end step. It is definitely conceivable that we win on time. It definitely is. Oh, gross. Yikes, opponent. Opponent is kicking our ass right now. Yikes. We're very far behind with a land on top of our deck. We're getting smoked right now. Double Saga draw was gross. We can kill both of those. But, like, they have 5 cards in their hand. I don't see how we win, but we could try. No. Gross. Um, if we attack and then solitude that, it's kind of good. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but I don't know. We're not dead. No, Urza, stop it. Don't you dare play an Urza right now. Stop it, I said. God damn it. I'm just gonna spin the wheel? Oh my god, opponent. Chill the fuck out. Oh, friends. This is fucking bad. This is fucking bad. We just got valued out with our all value deck. We're super dead. Yeah, I mean, at this point, My only chance is to time them out, but they've played fast enough that it hasn't mattered. Yeah, we did. That was rough. The deck was mad at us for switching out the spirited companions, maybe. We lost to a couple pretty busted uh draws from our opponent in game 2 there. Like we had the game like pretty much sewn up. All we had to do was fade Urza for like one turn, I think, and then they drew Urza. And not only did they draw Urza, but they hit Nettlecyst Urza on their 2 hits with the Urza on the next turn, and we ended up losing game 2 and just getting buried in game 3. They had just like the nut draw in game 3 with 2 sagas and like 3 thought monitors and an Urza. Like I don't know what to do there. But minus their nut draws, I don't think it's that bad of a matchup. But obviously 2 sagas is a lot. But I mean, we 5-0'd the last one, then 2-3'd this one. Feels bad, but it's the first bad league with this deck so far. So we'll take it. We'll take it. But I think that's it. I need to eat something, and I'm very in need of using the bathroom. But thanks for hanging out, y'all. I'll start to do some longer streams at some point, but so far 3 hours, like 1 league is what I've been doing. But y'all are great. That was a lot of fun. I'll send you over to somebody. The great thing about playing decks you like is that even when you're losing, you're having a good time. So I've been feeling pretty good. Who's actually online right now? What's happening here? Oh, Fluffy Wolf. Yeah, let's go check out Fluffy Wolf. He's playing Modern. Of course, y'all. Raid Fluffy Wolf 92? Is that his invalid username? Damn it. 2, not 92. There we go. So yeah, check out Fluffy Wolf. Tell him I said hi. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And overall record on Squawks is 19-5. We were 17-3 going into this one, so 19-5. Pretty good, pretty good. It's pretty good. Charming Prince was okay. It might just be better as Spirited Companion, but we'll see. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.